Next up on Collective Radio, No Punk Intended. No Punk Intended. No Punk Intended.
No Punk Intended.
Another secret fool, they pose up for the word. Can't try to generation and beyond the internet. Keep trying to of the prosperity. Don't get a toast of the celebrate. Keep trying of the prosperity. Don't get a toast of the celebrate. Another king of fools, don't take that aside. What's up for more? What's a loser or get fucked in? Who's running to the prosperity? Welcome to the prosperity. Who's running to the prosperity? Welcome to the prosperity.
Hello and welcome to this special episode of No Punk Intended. It's special because, well, in complete contradiction to the stated aim and purpose of this programme, there'll actually be a lot of punk going on. Breaking convention further still, we'll have 7 other people introducing the songs here, and including the one I just played, there'll be 15 songs across the episode, which is 3 more than we're usually allowed. And that first extra song that you just heard was by a band I was in, called Porphyria. The song's called Mourning in Belfast, so I'm back to the shameless self-aggrandising that I've been guilty of in earlier episodes. It's a complete disgrace, frankly, but there it is. The reason for all this upsetting disregard for the established format is to celebrate the Failed States Creative Resistances project, which I've been a part of. Just to clarify the accent, when I say failed, I don't mean a field that a cow stands in. I mean not successful. I mean, to help you out, I'll do it in an English accent. Failed state, or an American accent. Failed state. So that's what I mean when I say failed state. Just to be clear. Anyway, together with punks from Belfast, Banda Aceh and Kosovo, we've put together a triple compilation of punk music from those places. It was pressed about a year ago now, in November 2023, on 12-inch vinyl, all nice and colourful, in a triple gatefold sleeve. It was a very nice artefact, if I don't say so myself. The first 300 copies that were pressed sold out pretty quickly. We might get around to doing a second run, but no guarantees. It might even be a cassette next time, which would diversify our analogue theme. Anyway, the whole point of the project was to bring the punk creativity of these 3 places together. And these are 3 places that you might think of as marginal to the global flows of punk culture. And there are 3 places that wouldn't normally get to be in direct contact with one another. So that's the idea, decentering the neo-colonial patterns that afflict global punk. Belfast in the north of Ireland, Kosovo was an ex-Yugoslav place, and Banda Aceh on the northern tip of Indonesia have all suffered from conflict and civil war in recent decades. But rather than dwell on a sombre reflection on all that, these compilations are about the vibrancy and creative life of those punk scenes. And on that point, I'll shut up and let the music and the compilation creators speak for themselves.
Hello, my name is Lirim, and I'm from Kosovo. And right now we're at our garage, where we practice. And I'm about to introduce the first band that's included in the vinyl, on the Punk Kosovo vinyl that Jim made for us. The band's name is Sotap, and they're active since 2016. They're mostly punk, with a bit of hardcore included. The name of the song is Pici Shkon. Pici is a local friend of ours, and most of the bands sing about him. I have no idea why, but they do. Oh yeah, Pici Shkon means Pici goes. Now we have another local band. Yes, it's recording. They're called Metnjovshan, which means with connections, you have to know people to get stuff, corruption, all that. So that's Metnjovshan in Albanian. They're active since 2012 maybe, or earlier, I don't know. They're good friends of mine, and they've been pretty consistent in the music scene. They didn't stop. They started off with punk, only punk, pure punk. And then they went to shit with electric and techno and all that. Then back again to punk, which is sick. So here we go, the next song, Metnjovshan.
What does the title of that one mean?
Oh shit. The name of the song is Kaktusat Allmirit, which means Allmirit's cactuses. Cactuses?
Cactuses.
Cactuses.
Next up, we have Jembrot from Banda Aceh, speaking in Bahasa Indonesia.
Halo, nama saya Gembrot. Saya tinggal dan menetap di Banda Aceh. Namun beberapa waktu belakangan ini saya lebih sering berada di luar Banda Aceh. Ini adalah lagu dari Bandalam dengan judul Skinhead United. Dirilis pada tahun 2001. Lagu ini lebih mengkisahkan tentang bagaimana situasi punk di masa itu, di tahun itu, sebelum kejadian tsunami di Aceh. Ya, di Aceh sendiri teman-teman sering melakukan aktivitas secara bersamaan. Mereka membuat satu wadah bernama PRSH atau Punk Rider Skin Harder, di mana di situ teman-teman pada kumpul dari berbagai macam komunitas. Ada punk, skinhead, rider, dan juga teman-teman dari hardcore. Kenapa lagu ini berada di kompilasi ini? Karena ada beberapa frase atau ada beberapa fase yang hadir di Aceh. Yang pertama, masa punk sebelum tsunami, lalu diputuskan dengan tsunami, kejadian tsunami. Setelah itu, setelah tsunami, punk juga muncul kembali, lalu diputuskan lagi dengan penangkapan punk secara massal, yang mereka akhirnya pada digundulin, ditangkap sampai ke sekolah polisi. Ya. Lalu setelah itu punk muncul kembali setelah masa terpuruknya ketika penangkapan itu, dan dihentikan kembali dengan COVID. Ya, mungkin Skinhead United lebih menggambarkan tentang situasi punk di Aceh atau komunitas politik radikal di Aceh di masa itu, di masa tahun 2021. 2001.
So Jembrot introduced Bandalam with Skinhead United from 2001, and the gist of what he was saying there is that this song is a good representation of punk in Banda Aceh before the tsunami of 2004.
take
Take
four?
two.
Take two.
Take 7. Take 33. Final take.
Yeah, final take. No, final take. I'm not sure. Oke, lagu selanjutnya adalah Koloni Musuh dengan judul Huten dalam bahasa Aceh atau bahasa Indonesianya adalah Suara Hutan. Forest Sound. Koloni Musuh, Suara Hutan. Dirilis pada tahun 2017. Lagu ini lebih menggambarkan keresahan teman-teman, bukan keresahan. Maksud saya adalah soal situasi Aceh yang mana Aceh memiliki cukup banyak hutan lindung, cukup banyak satwa liar dan juga hewan-hewan yang dilindungi, hewan-hewan laut yang dilindungi. Nah, beberapa teman mengatakan bahwasannya Aceh adalah paru-paru Sumatera atau mungkin sumber udara yang sehat untuk Sumatera. Nah, lagu ini lebih menggambarkan situasi itu dan mungkin ini adalah satu dukungan terhadap konservasi hutan atau konservasi laut yang aktif di Aceh. Ya.
Jembrot was introducing a song by Colony Musuh, which means enemy colony, and the song's titled Huten, which means voice of the forest or forest song. And the song's about conserving the rainforests and the oceans in Aceh and the rest of Sumatra Island, which are constantly under threat.
Cut. Yeah.
Buku nano debu, bahkan gajah di belah lampu-lampu. Buku nano debu, bahkan ribung di tanah kampung-kampung. Dan gara-gara untuk nabi jika, dan gara-gara untuk nabi hancur.
Next up, we have Lesley from Belfast.
The next track I would like to introduce is by a band called Dogmatic Element. Dogmatic Element formed in 1980 in Northern Ireland with a female lead, Alison Gordon. They built themselves a reputation second to none in the Northern Irish music scene, both for their energetic performances and the power of their music. They released 2 singles on Cattle Company record label, but the band split in 1985. Typical of the contradictions in Northern Ireland at the time, in an interview with Alison Gordon, she told her she used to practice in a Loyalist pub on Saturdays and a Catholic chapel hall on Sundays. Even then, punk was breaking the Catholic-Protestant divide, not often heard of in Northern Ireland. Although disbanded for over a decade, in 1998, Dogmatic Element appeared on bootleg compilation Bloodstains Across Northern Ireland Volume 2, bringing them to a new generation of punk's attention. The track we're going to play is called Just Friends. The next band I want to introduce is Jobbykrust. They started in the winter of 1990. They were formed in a large housing estate on the outskirts of North Belfast. With changing members over the years, their one constant was female lead Jennifer Brennan. At the time, for Jobbykrust, punk was a way of escaping the sectarianism and bigotry prevalent throughout Northern Ireland. Being in a band allowed you to get away from the hate-filled housing estates and small-minded towns and mix with like-minded people for whom what religion you were was an irrelevancy. Through the music culture, an alternative lifestyle was offered. This, without a doubt, was a major attraction in Belfast at the time and still is to this day. The band split in 1997 with almost 70 gigs under their belts, which included 2 European tours. The track I would like to play today is Poison from Birth, which rages against the political struggles we are born into in Northern Ireland.
Hi, I am Tevfik from Prizren, Kosovo. I am a sociologist and a researcher. I research socialist history of 20th century Kosovo and Yugoslavia. And together with some friends, I run a space which we sell independent and radical books, but also some experimental music and punkish stuff and posters. So first song, Çapa çürek, Paja Patak. Çapa çürek is a band formed in the late 90s by some young students from Prizren, Kosovo, who studied in Turkey. And this song, Paja Patak, means Donald Duck. They have a very lo-fi and very noisy, very raw sound, and they are quite unknown in Kosovo as well as in Turkey.
Hi, I'm Teuku. I was born and raised in Aceh, Indonesia. I've been active in the hardcore punk scene for maybe about 15 years, and now I'm 33 years old. Maybe I'm about to be retiring from punk. I also run the booking label who organize tours as well as run a web store for international bands. So I'm picking up 4 songs out of the compilation that I think speaks for the past and current situation, and yeah, allow me to break down for every tracks. The first song would be from a Jakarta punk band citizen Useless called It's Hard to Be Punk in Aceh, and it's taken from their third album called Any Part in the Storms, and it's released in 2013, a year after that punk incident happens, where the local Islamic Authority raids the charity show and detains those 60 punks into spiritual cleansing camp bullshit. In some way, being punk here isn't as hard as it may seem. You can just be as punk as possible and walk out freely with your leather jacket and studs and mohawk as long as you don't sip a beer out of paper bag on the streets. That's just too risky, considering the fact that alcohol is banned here. But yeah, this song still represents for what had happened at the times.
It's hard to be a punk in Aceh when they wanna shake your hair, lock you up in a dungeon, rehabilitate with prayer. It's hard to be a punk in Aceh, cause there's fuck all else to do. They never listen when we say we don't wanna be like you. Hard to be a punk in Aceh when all you got are dirty clothes. It's hard to get a drink when the bars are always closed. Hard to be a punk in Aceh and do what you wanna do. They never listen when we say we don't wanna be like you. We don't wanna be controlled by hate. We don't wanna live in a fascist state. We don't wanna do what you say. We just wanna live our life and do it our way. It's hard to be a punk in Aceh when there's morons in control. Don't care about our freedom, wanna take away our soul. It's hard to be a punk in Aceh when you got a job to do. They never listen when we say we don't wanna be like you. We don't wanna be controlled by hate. We don't wanna live in a fascist state. We don't wanna do what you say. We just wanna live our life and do it our way. We don't wanna be controlled by hate. We don't wanna live in a fascist state. We don't wanna do what you say. Just wanna live our life and do it our way.
The next one is, I guess, my favorite track, but not from the place where I grew up in. It's from Bandung, West Java, Milisi Kecoa, Ini Bukan Arab, or This Ain't Arab, from their debut album entitled Kalian Memang Menyedihkan, or You Are Pathetic in English, released in 2010. This song is quite popular and lyrically timeless until Indonesia can separate from church and state. Even this song once went viral and being politicized like a year ago or so by some Islamic figure. Although this song has been out decades ago and no one bats an eye, it's quite obvious to me the backlash has some political purposes. The song has 80s hardcore punk vibes, LA Black Flag protesting in Reagan's era. And I'm like envisioning myself in a wild mosh pit every time I listen to the songs.
Louanne here. I was a singer for FUAL, which stood for Fuck Up and Live. It was meant as a positive response to the more widely used Fuck Off and Die. FUAL started in 1987. We were all part of the Warzone Collective, working in the infamous Jarro's Cafe, a Jarro being the name of the welfare or benefit check we all lived on, as well as organising gigs and offering a practice room facility for bands. There was very little for young people in the North in 1987. The song I've chosen for the compilation is called Suffer Little Children. This song is about the sexual abuse of children, which was an experience not really spoken about openly in Ireland at all at that time. Sexual abuse, as is well known now, was prolific throughout Irish society. Recording and performing the song opened up conversations around sexual abuse in the punk community. Many times I received letters from people, as well as people coming up to talk to me at gigs about their experiences. I felt honoured to have been trusted with their stories and grateful that the song was meaningful to people, as it was to me.
Child sexual abuse is a fact. It will not go away because we want it to, or because we ignore it. For too long we've tried to pretend it doesn't happen very often, or near us. We've generated myths to keep ourselves safe. It can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone.
Your little body, your life, your choice.
So Louanne here to introduce the next band. Pink Turds in Space were formed in 1985. Anne Campbell joined as a singer in 1987. The song we're going to hear is called Medical Health, which was recorded in 1991. The band split up not long after the release of the EP this song is on, although it has recently been re-released. The song is about the liquid cosh used in psychiatric units across the UK. Mental health care in the north of Ireland paid little attention to the psychological impact on people living through a protracted, damaging conflict. It was much simpler to depoliticise psychological distress and instead anaesthetise generations of people. Pink Turds were a force of nature live. They were the thrash punk Belfast band who combined energy and humour in their songs and gigs. Sadly, 3 members of the original band have since died: Shane, Siobhan and Chuck.
Hi, my name is Vdiq Naimi. I am a research assistant at the University of Pristina, a philosopher who was part of punk scene in Pristina. The first band I will present is Kecoa and their song Vdiq Naimi, that translated in English means death to Naim. Naim, to give a brief context, Naim is a romantic figure of Albanian literary tradition, and he is a famous writer and poet who, how to say, constituted the Albanian ethos. And Kecoa said of this Naimi, meaning, how to say, to deconstruct that romantic enlightenment paradigm, and to offer us with their lyrics on a post-enlightenment paradigm that is critical, cynical, and this kind of critique towards the romanticism. Early Albanian romanticism was quite essential for refining critique in subculture, and especially in the punk. Kecoa, their acronym means creative and not commercial, and being creative and not commercial, they tended to, how to say, manifest with their songs, making things explicit. All their lyrics and Vdiq Naimi are explicit. They don't use metaphors and this kind of academic approach towards writing. They are more, how to say, street smart, and this kind of street smartness is making things explicit, and I think it fits with a punk attitude.
Thanks to Lirim, Tevfik and Labi in Kosovo, to Lesley and Louanne in Belfast, to Teuku and Jembrot in Banda Aceh, and to all the other compilation curators, Somer, Elsie, Fanula, Hillman, Fuad and Arithmatica. If you're listening to the archived version on YouTube or on a podcast platform somewhere else, I'll put a link in the description to the project webpage if you want to find out some more info. Here's an extra 3 tracks from the compilations. I'll just pick a song from each compilation that highlights another important theme or punk subgenre that go beyond the selections included here so far. From the Belfast compilation, which is titled Trouble Brews, incidentally, I've picked Night in the Woods by Gender Chores. The song is from 2021 and comes from the quite vibrant queer punk scene in Belfast. Moreover, it's a song about gentrification, which is something that has affected the wider punk scene in Belfast, with some key venues closing down and the space for creativity and counterculture being squeezed out by the developers and the city council. Here it is, Gender Chores, Night in the Woods.
Is falling down and I'm still trying to build myself. Would rather die anywhere else. I can't afford the rent and I really miss my pets. Would rather die anywhere, just not here.
to the Aceh Punx compilation now. This band features another of our compilation curators, FUAL. The band is called Too Fused and Fuzzed, representing the metalcore overlaps with punk in Aceh. They give me a really nice t-shirt, which takes the classic Bad Brains image of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. being struck with lightning, and replaces it with the City Hall of Banda Aceh. I think it's that building anyway. This song is called Kill Rapist and Pedophile and is aimed pointedly at the religious institutions and individuals who use their authority to abuse women and children. So it's a bit of a link back to Louanne's selection earlier, now that I think about it. So here it is, Too Fused and Fuzzed, Kill Rapist and Pedophile from 2022.
Your thoughts are valid. We'll follow you into the grave, and love to see you die. I'll fight you. We'll fight you for justice. I'll hang you. We'll hang you for justice. Fight you for justice. Hang you for justice. You ain't any nasty, big, against the human race. You ain't anything to say. Why you fucking free? Get a brew. Get on the brew. Get the bastard. Kill evil. I'll fight you for justice. I'll hang you for justice. Fighter for justice. Anger for justice. Kill the Brews. Kill all the Brews. Kill the bastard. Kill them all. Fucking kill them all. Fucking kill them all.
And last but not least, here's some 1980s gloomy post-punk from Kosovo. I wanted to include something from the early-ish scene in Kosovo, and the post-punk vibe is really prominent there. This is a band called Germet, titled Lete Behet Fair, which means Let It Be Hell in Albanian, I think. It was first released in 1983, but this is actually a 2015 remaster, which has a whole extra guitar part put over the top, which it feels like cheating to add extra stuff later on, but it sounds great, so okay. This is our last song, so cheerio for now. Mirupavshim, Selamat Tinggal, Slan, and goodbye.
mbi një re Dhe të vërëmel Dere tokën të vjell Futi ëndrat në valigje Dhe kjo këngë të përcjell Të bëhemi planet Fuksimi pim vet Qfar po pret Ket të bëhet vet Dere tokën të vjell Futi ëndrat në valigje Dhe kjo këngë të përcjell